tú no tengas intención de pasar. Y quien quita que yo no tenga intención de tropezar. Te recuerdo en mi mente. A call from a calf. So, oh, things that happen on live. Okay, sorry for this. Do you hear me?
No problem at all. Yeah, you were kind of cutting in and out a little, but if you were getting a call coming in, maybe that was why.
Yeah, what's the call? Sorry for that.
No problem at all.
Could start again this song?
Yeah, maybe start from the top. That sounds good.
Thank you. Si pudiera volver a empezar desde cero, ¿lo haría? No, bueno, acabo de empezar de cero. Creo muy firmemente que todo tiene que pasar. Si mañana tocaras mi puerta, quizás te abriría. Y quien quita que tú no tengas intención de pasar. Y quien quita que yo no tenga intención de tropezar. Te recuerdo en mi mente. Como es mi tristez que me gusta real. Y lo siento, estoy ciego. No puedo creer lo que yo ocasioné. Quizás me toque ahora esperar a mí. Quizás, solo quizás, si damos chance, podamos ser felices. Un momento en mi mente. Ya no hay tiempo, no puedo creer que el ocaso se fue, que se fue. Tan fácil que es que colapse todo el metro. Bueno, ahorita ya nadie se sube por ahí, pues. Difícil que te paso a ti, mi amor. Difícil que te pase, corazón. No colapses.
Beautiful.
Teoremas. Let's make something different today.
That sounds cool. Let's go on an adventure.
Ok, no sé si se la he cantado por acá. Yo quisiera ser altar de tus rituales. Y quisiera ser verdad de tus mentiras. Quisiera ser ermitaño de montañas. Y bajar a la ciudad en las crías. rompan los lazos. Las siluetas se tornaron tornasol. Bicicletas se clavaron en tu aroma. Quisiera ser sudor de tu cansancio. Quisiera estar con más frecuencia, con tu sentido gris, 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 con tu sentido gris. Yo quisiera ser mortal, que me mates. Que marcarás sobre mí tus iniciales. Tú respiras sin maldad, no puedo ya creer que tú seas real. No quiero suicidar, pero es lo que siento cuando te veo llegar. Quiero que te veas de alguna forma. Yo sin eso ya no sé de regalías. Con tu sentido gris, 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 con tu sentido gris.
There's something going on. Let me find that.
Something going on, okay.
I don't know where that's coming from.
Something with the microphone, you say?
Ah, Winston. Winston, can somebody kill Winston?
Winston.
That damn bot trying to get the spotlight. What happened? I thought stop, like that was the command.
Stop, Winston.
Jeez. Okay, let me see if I can kill him another way. I mean, you know, it's a pretty cool beat there going, but Winston just kind of jumped right in, trying to steal the show.
Some jamming.
Oh, oh, what's going on?
Some groove, you say? Winston was grooving?
Well, yeah, no, he's trying to steal the show. He wants to be a famous DJ or, you know, something, and so he's there it is. It's collapsed. Okay. I'm trying to get what is going on here? Anybody out there know how to stop Winston? Help. Okay, I'm pinging Sandy.
Stop, please. Hey.
I'm pretty sure that was the command. Oh, when it's changed to exclamation. Okay.
Yeah. Cómo me alegro de encontrarme tan alegre, tan feliz, tan deseado. vivir. Cuando me asomo a la ventana y veo al mundo por la mañana, a mí es que se me alegra el alma. Tengo que sacar el cava para brindar por esta vida que está tan bien fabricada. Y saco también el confeti y voy cantando por mi casa. Y cómo me gusta recrearme disfrutando de cualquier soplo de aire. Y cómo me alegro de encontrarme tan alegre, tan feliz, tan despreciable. Qué bello es vivir, qué lindo es amar. Yo te quiero a ti, tú me quieres más. Qué bello es vivir, qué lindo es amar. Yo te quiero a ti, tú me quieres más. A cantar, la na na na, la na na na, reír, hey. Hey, a bailar, muévelo pa' aquí, muévelo pa' allá. Aplaudir a dos manos, milagro, alegría, por Dios, ni yo mismo me aguanto. Pero qué bello es vivir. Aunque esta vida me maltrate de la forma más espeluznante, yo saldré cada día a la calle con mi sonrisa más grande. Y aunque nadie me soporte esta felicidad absurda y me echen de los bares y hasta mi padre me huya, no es una rara enfermedad mental que todavía no se ha diagnosticado. No es el efecto de alguna cosita que yo sin querer me haya fumado. A cantar, la na na na, la na na na, reír, hey, hey, a bailar, muévelo aquí, muévelo allá. Aplaudir a dos manos, milagro, alegría, por Dios, ni yo mismo me aguanto. Pero qué bello es vivir.
Beautiful.
Winston don't make any fit here.
It wasn't Winston. It's weird because I saw Winston was unmuted in the where it shows all the people listening, and so I was like, oh, it must be Winston, but it was some random. I have no idea even where it came from, but when I killed my browser on my phone, that's where it was coming from.
We need Winston. No one command Winston. We need him to record the event.
I have a song. I think I don't used to play it here too, but it's a beautiful song. It's una balada, como una balada. The name of this song is called The Place, el lugar. Antes de ganar la guerra, la locura, pasé noches en vela describiendo al animal que vive en mis entrañas cuando llega la luna que se observa en mi ventana y tu cristal, y se te hace la dura, lo sé por tu mirar. El cuerpo no me pide más que estar en tu lugar, y vivo por las vías, tranquilo al caminar. Recuerdo que tu ausencia es el recuerdo de que estás pululando por ahí, tomándote un café, seguro pensándote también en el lugar, el sitio de los sueños, el de la realidad. Allí donde tu ausencia es más tu habla que el andar. Antes de perder el miedo a la soltura, Pasé días creyendo que vivía en libertad. También creía en fantasmas, en esos que ya no están. Antes eran de carne y hueso y ahora son de cal. El cielo está nublado, pero no importa ya. Yo llevo mi paraguas aunque no lo vaya a usar. Amo el agua de lluvia, amo tu caminar. Y no hablemos de la mixtura de eso y la ciudad. Esa que nos miraba, te recelo al andar. En algún lado seguimos de noche en el lugar. El de las fantasías, el del frío infernal. Ese que nos quitamos con tan solo tocar. El cielo con los dedos, el agua con la sed. Tus besos con mis labios y tu espalda con mi ser. Cariño, yo no sé, seguro fue tu aroma. No me preguntes con dónde, el cuándo ni el por qué. Tenía un par de letras, solo las ordené. Sin saber que entre figuras ibas a parecer. Tergiversando versos que te piensan sin querer. Y claro que es contigo con quien más podría ser. Pa, 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 pa. Para, pa, para. Para, pa, 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 para, pa. Pa, para, pa, pa, pa.
Love that song.
Yeah, you know that song?
I think you sang it at least once before. Yeah.
Oh, I have to write more songs. Yeah, little by little. I think that road music is like having a plant, you know? So you start puring your plant every day, and it's not like you have fruit every day.
Yeah, you gotta give it, water. You gotta make sure it's in a, sunny, nice spot. It's definitely something that grows, similar to plants as, musical creations.
Let's sing this song from Melendi. This is a nice cover. Desnúdame, juega conmigo a ser la perdición que todo hombre quisiera poseer. Y olvídate de todo lo que fui y quiéreme por lo que pueda llegar a ser en tu vida tan loca y absurda junto a la mía, junto a la mía. Tú piensas que la luna estará llena para siempre. Yo busco tu mirada ante los ojos de la gente. Tú guardas en el alma bajo llave lo que sientes. Yo rompo con palabras que desgarran como dientes. Tú sufres porque no sabes cómo parar el tiempo. Yo sufro porque no sé de qué color es el viento. Tan dulce y hechizante que se escapa de tu boca con solo una sonrisa. Mi cabeza volvió loca. Ay, volvió loca. No busques más, que yo te voy a dar todo el calor que no te daba la barra del bar donde te vi yo por primera vez, donde aprendí que se podía llorar también de alegría, soñando tu boca junto a la mía, ay, tú a la mía. Tú piensas que la luna estará llena para siempre. Yo busco tu mirada ante los ojos de la gente. Tú guardas en el alma bajo llave lo que sientes. Yo rompo con palabras que desgarran como dientes. Tú sufres porque no sabes cómo parar el tiempo. Yo sufro porque no sé de qué color es el viento, tan dulce y hechizante que se escapa de tu boca con solo una sonrisa. Mi cabeza volvió loca. Ay, volvió loca.
Yeah, that's a great track.
Let's sing a sexy song. Yo quiero ver, escúchame, cómo es que le hablas a la nada cuando andas sola. Yo quiero estar abrigado, me sale frío de tu alcoba, yo siento la crimen encendida. Qué curioso que es no temerle a la gente. Y si me hablas de ti, quisiera saber más. No sientes la palabra ya, solo camina con tu forma. Yo quiero más, yo quiero más. Agua que se acople nuestra forma, formas que no formen nuestras calles. Yo quiero más, yo quiero más. Ser extravagante de botones, no le tengas miedo a las tijeras. No le temas, no le temas. Ay, prefiero que pueda hacer daño. Esa no serán mis intenciones. Yo quiero más, agua que se acople nuestra forma, formas que no formen nuestras calles. Yo quiero más, yo quiero más. Dime negro porque no me matas, no puedo creer que te divorcié. Qué fácil que es no temerte a ti, mi amor.
Well, I can tell from the chat that everybody is vibing with you.
Yeah. Vibes. Could I perform another one?
Oh, yeah. Go right ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. This song. This is like a theater play. ¿Quién te dijo que la realidad es todo lo que puedes ver? Seguro fue un orangután que no piensa en versos. ¿Quién te dijo que la realidad es solo materia y efectos? ¿Y de dónde sale eso? No te lo dirá. Y la verdad yo creo, sin arrepentimiento, en lo que tenga que pasar, y entonces lo creo. Déjame soñar, súbete a mi dragón, volemos por ahí. Déjame volar y ser como un turpial al llegar a tu flor. ¿Qué es lo que pasa, niña curiosa? Que te sonrojas cuando me abrazas, verás. Yo tengo cartas con la manga, como buen mago, no me conforto. Qué peculiar que tengas esa rara forma de pensar, que te preocupen cosas así no es que mal. La verdad es que hay momentos que no entiendo. Y refutar ese carácter con el carácter de león que se reacciona solo por mera adicción. Repito frases con dentro para calmarme y tú después tiendes siempre a ponerme contra la pared. A veces siento que solo es cuestión de estrés. Serénate y no un poquito antes de hablarme, de lamentar que hagas de todo siempre una calamidad y con eso tú me cambies la realidad, que tu libreto es una obra del pasado. Qué falsedad, haces un drama de un programa de TV y yo cuestiono siempre todo lo que es. Quizás si este estoy loco de remate. Oh, mi anhelo no está, mi anhelo se fue detrás de ti, siguiéndote por la avenida. Ha vuelto a pasar, mi anhelo volvió a tomar su propia decisión, independiente de la mía. ¿Qué le voy a hacer? Se trata de ti, en serio, pues ya lo sabes, opinamos diferente. Yo contigo mantengo las distancias, mi anhelo las rompe alegremente. Llévate del aire el perfume de tu pelo. No ves que yo no sé qué hacer con mis dos universos paralelos.
Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much.
I love you all. It's always beautiful to be here. Want to be on the podcast? Will be some minutes before the cab to arrive. Always glad to have this opportunity to perform here and to learn, to open the information. That's all.
Awesome, brother. Well, again, just thank you. And I know you've got stuff coming up, and then you'll be kind of hitting it hard to get back into the flow of, getting some of the Amazon stuff together to share with us and playing concerts and, of course, here on Discord. So, yes, we be flowing with the vibes. And I think we do have a little echo. I think we are going to start up the podcast. So I am going to disconnect here from my phone, fire it up on the computer. I did have to make some small changes in my settings so that we can stream in for the after party, but I think it's going to be all good. So just let me know when you have good audio, and I will be following along with you guys in the podcast as well here. So I'm going to hop off the mic and spin up the podcast here.
Hey everyone, well, we're getting the audio fix. I just want to make sure that everybody does get their POAP. It is a POAP Hunger Games going on right now. So that's why you see a lot of links dropping down. So or either Rogan, myself, or the POAP Master Dragonade is going to be dropping links, and go ahead and grab one. If it doesn't work, it just means somebody else took it. So go ahead and try for another link, and I will be dropping a little bit more POAP links. Oh, Show, you don't hear me?
He's fucking with you.
Oh my God. I was like, whoa. Baloney. Yeah, I call baloney on that too. Okay, so we'll be dropping more, and easy. If you need any help, let me know.
Hey guys, I'm jumping back on the mic here. So nobody heard any episode so far?
What's up, everybody? Magmaster. I'm gonna at least keep the silence away. Let's hope Ezin can come back pretty fast there. I was hoping maybe somebody else could jump in. If somebody does want to jump in there, if Show wants to jump in and take the co-host, no problem there. But if anybody, but in the meantime, let's give Jose their round of applause. Pretty amazing. Yeah, pretty nice, man. His music. I don't understand Spanish, but just the the vibe of it. It's just awesome. Just good music.
SandyMeows. Oh, did I start too late?
No, I think that was good. It was good on my end. Go ahead. Just keep going.
I heard a little bleep.
I heard it too, for whatever that's worth.
Dragonate, rewind. TokenSmart podcast. How's your energy? How's your vibe? I am SandyMeows and here with my dude Rizzle. Our friend Trislett is busy traveling. We are wishing him safe travels and super excited to hear all the news he has for us when he comes back. It's the first of the month. Happy Women's History Month. The market has been correcting itself now, and there's a bunch of NFT enthusiasts in the space still coming in. Celebrities are coming in as well, having drops. I saw Blau having a drop, Shawn Mendes with Genies and Grimes, and I hear that Steve Aoki is also having a drop coming up. So yeah, we also have a bunch of copycats, and this is the new normal. How are you, Rizzle?
Good. Yeah, the new normal is interesting, right? But very, very, very honored to be sitting here on this first day of Women's History Month with the first woman of the on-chain gang herself, SandyMeows.
Hey!
So big shout out to that. No, the new normal is crazy, man. I can't even like really get used to it. I mean, I was like sort of stalking this art blocks drop over the weekend. And then like, saw the thing is like, oh, Shawn Mendes has a drop going on as well this weekend. And that kind of stuff just happens. Bootsy Collins, we broadcast the Bootsy Collins thing in our Discord on Friday. So, there's like multiple celebrity encounters per week, I guess now in the NFT space. And, I guess we shouldn't be too surprised. Big shout out to Show, man. His afties at the Whip last week was probably one of my favorite segments ever. And, in spite of the fact that Show does a lot of like nonsensical ranting and raving, I really liked the underlying like sort of theme of this last week's afties, which was just basically copy and paste all the things, right? We had the emergence of like the Binance punks, and I didn't discover the thing that you and Dragonate had sent me this morning, but
yeah.
I'm honored in a weird way to be a part of this. Like, I don't know. Now we get back between the line of like what is fraudulent, what is art, what is like a slap in the face versus what is like a tip of the hat towards. What are your thoughts, Sandy? Okay, and fill the people in. Yeah.
Yeah, no, first of all, Show taking over last week with your interview, super awesome. I loved it, and I knew you were awesome, dude. I already knew that, but I felt like I got to know you a little bit more, and so did everybody else. And it was so it was so just interesting how your life has brought you to this, and how there's so many correlations with the camp kids and how you treat them. And I love it.
Show actually like did some psychology on me and like made those connections, and I actually had to circle back and sort of think about things on my own a couple days. I'm like, oh my god. So what am I doing? What has Show brought to light? No, thank you. No, Show always on point, man. Shout out to Show for sure.
Yeah. Is there anything that you feel that you left out in that conversation with him?
No, honestly, I had no idea what to expect. I feel like, he pulled out a lot of like really, things that I hadn't thought about very much for a long time. And, all those things are things that I could dive deeper into if people are really interested at some point. But honestly, I know Show was going to do the interview, and I feel like he did a masterful of like, connecting the dots and sort of start a conversation up until present day in a way that seemed very effortless, probably when you're listening to it. But
I've done enough of these kind of things and done enough interviews myself to know that, like, you know, you get certain people hosting these things and the conversation just sort of like meanders all over the place, and you could like quickly get, you know, talking to someone for hours going down some of these rabbit holes. So Show honestly did a masterful job of like having a really big picture conversation and then like whittling it down to like an hour, you know, with the way he framed the questions and like guided the conversations and everything. So I couldn't have asked for more. I felt in my gut that if I was going to do a sit down interview with somebody, Show was the person it should be with. And, other people had echoed that as well leading up to this. So no, I've got no regrets, nothing but positive things to say about it. And I don't know. I mean, I guess if people have like follow-up questions or whatever based on it, I'm happy to field them. But no, that was the real deal. Left it on the table and had like very positive feedback from people who listened to it. And I don't know, it's sort of a departure for me. I'm like somewhat private in general and don't always like sort of, put it all out there like that. And not that anything like really crazy was said, but
no.
Yeah.
It was excellent. It was perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, you're welcome. And then another thing that I've noticed too is like Show's afties. Dragonade is killing it, like with Show.
Yes. Yes.
That combination is just like, what is this? I love it.
I love how somehow Show is the one who like pulled Dragonade out of the box that we stuck him in, and like somehow like that is what made Dragonade like most comfortable grabbing the mic. People don't know, right? Dragonade like streams. Well, people do know, but I don't know if there's like a large overlap in the audience of the people who watch Dragonade's live streams. He has like a gaming stream that people actually watch and pay attention to, and his own little clan of like drag followers that may or may not know about us, and a lot of us may or may not know about them. But anyway, Dragonade does stuff, but is always like sort of behind the scenes here. And I guess, I don't know, I feel like it started maybe like a month and a half ago, or maybe even longer. Dragonade just decided he had a bone to pick with Show, or wanted to, ruffle his feathers or something. And now like is a regular guest appearance on the Afties. It's awesome, honestly. I mean, in the beginning, it was so difficult to get anyone to unmic for anything, right? I mean, even when you like first came along, which seems like 6,000 crypto years ago, but it was only like, what, 6 months ago or less?
Months. Yeah.
But even then, that was before I think DabDragon has started his Hangouts, and the Afties had started, but, it was few and far between. And now I feel like people get it, right? When someone says like unmute their mics and participate, it like happens.
It does. And it happens often. And we hear it all.
Yeah. And dude, I love that people like Gravinator like just, feel empowered to just like, hop on and start singing, right? Like this is the vibe that we've cultivated here. We just had like a massively important event, pre-party, massive speaker lineup, after party, hundreds of people in attendance, thing wraps up, Show drops the mic, put on Queen, Gravinator immediately unmutes and starts singing along.
Dude, I just love that Queen has been like, Freddie Mercury is like what we renamed our bot, and we started finishing like a lot of the events or closing them with Freddie Mercury. So it's super, super awesome. And yeah, I love that people feel comfortable hopping on the mic and just doing their thing. Grab with that voice. Heck yeah. You did also mention the whole, we were talking about the whole copycats, the whole, the new thing that I had, that we had sent you in the morning about the Ava punks. And don't get me wrong, like these are nice. I want it. But there's a lot of people coming up with, I guess maybe like homages to the great. And as much as I feel super awesome that, they pixelated mine, heck yes, and I wanted, I had to pay 0.25.
No, I know. See this,
And it's awesome. It's good.
It's good.
It's just.
They're really cool.
Yeah, no, they're really cool.
I don't know. Like this is where it gets blurry, right? Like the Binance punks, I feel like was pretty cut and dry, right? I'm like,
that was
this is bullshit.
Yeah,
we can all agree this is bullshit, right? But then so I had made a post. Open NFT. I bought a unofficial punk, which is a run of sort of knockoff punks, which are, again, the line's like a little bit blurry. These aren't like copycat punks, but they are like copycats of the style of punks. And the one I have is put on Pixel Chain. So it's cool. It doesn't, it's in the punk style. It's some dude smoking a joint or something. And, it's on Pixel Chain. So it's an on-chain gang OG fake punk. Came out like way before these Binance fake punks. And so these Ava punks, or whatever they're called, that Sandy and Dragonade had sent me, are basically of this in the same vein in terms of like they are in the same style of punks and Avastars somehow. So they're like basically knockoff punks and Avastars simultaneously. We're giving way too much promo to this like project probably, or maybe not. I don't know. So let's like, is this art? Is this like an awesome artistic representation? They did my Avastar. It's like reserved for me to bid on for 0.25 ETH. I'm not going to. Would love to see it go to auction and I don't know, either bomb fantastically or go for like $1 million. I don't know what I'm rooting for, to be completely honest with you.
I feel the same way. I feel just, I want it, but then at the same time, it makes me feel a little bit dirty. Like, I don't know.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know. It's tough. And, I don't know. If it was cheaper, I would definitely like have thought twice about buying it. If they reserved it for me, it was like 0.05 or something, I'd probably be like, yeah, I'll feel a little dirty for 0.05.
Put in the mud. Yeah. I mean,
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say, like, they do make sure to mention that they're, certified unofficial.
That's true.
Punks, and it's powered by, of course, Infinity tokens. So they're giving credit to Infinity tokens. We're a part of
somehow we minted this.
Exactly, right? And then
our own platform minted this thing we feel controversial about. It's like this great like meta thing going on right here.
I'm just trying to get like clear. I think maybe I feel like I feel a little confused. I feel a little bit just a little confused. And they do make sure to mention that, AvaPunks is not affiliated with Larva Labs, NFT 42, CryptoPunks, or Avastars. So, I mean, they're covering themselves, and this is great work. It's just that, yeah, I do feel a little bit off having to buy my own when I already own it.
Right. It's weird. It's like, where's the line between like what is like fan art and again, like an homage to, or like a tip of the hat towards like certain projects, and like, where is someone like obviously just trying to do a money grab based on those projects? This sort of feels like both. I don't know. I mean, honestly, it's a great concept. Whoever came up with this, I'm like, regardless, here we are talking about it, right, on a podcast listening to, and they managed to capture Avastars and punks and roll them into one. I'm
and like, Infinity tokens.
And Infinity tokens, right? I'm like, someone was using their brains. If they're listening, just send me mine, right? Like, come on, yo.
Me too. Come on. I own the rights to those. Come on.
Right, but to your point, I do feel like, if you're going to do something like this, at least like, let's not be deceptive about it, or like try and make it seem like you're something they're not, which is where I feel like Binance went really wrong. They were basically trying to, I don't know, basically do an exact copy or something like that. So
no, that's what they did. It was a complete copycat. Like, they copied the exact contract, didn't even bother to take out or change anything. Like, exact like copycat. So
do you know a whole lot about like the NFTs on the Binance chain or anything like that? I don't personally use Binance, so I haven't been following that whole like story, and haven't put too much emphasis on it other than seeing like their in-house currency go through the roof lately. So yeah, do you know anything about that, or any of these like other blockchains that are rolling out NFTs? I mean, obviously I know about like the big ones, but some of these brand new ones that are trying to roll out NFTs, I'm not as familiar with.
From what I've just been reading, it's a lot of people are having trouble just even viewing the NFT that they bought.
Okay.
With all like the Binance punks and stuff like that. And then I think they're also trying to just come out with like Binance. They're basically copying everything that Ethereum blockchain is doing.
Okay, that's about what I thought.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they're doing. That's what the game.
But everything, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, or maybe people listening can correct me if I'm wrong. But everything that's done on Binance is basically in-house on Binance, right? Excuse me. It's not like it's going to be like ported over to OpenSea, who I just saw announce that Flow NFTs will be on OpenSea soon. But I don't know how that works with Binance's in-house thing. I get the impression that they're trying to like sort of do almost like a centralized Binance version of all of this.
I get that feeling too, and good luck.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But dude, Flow coming to OpenSea is a big deal, and Matic NFTs being on OpenSea is also a big deal. I actually noticed before anyone said anything to me at all, I opened up my wallet on OpenSea and noticed I had a couple NFTs that were showing up in there that were just on the Matic network that were flagged as like, on Matic or whatever. But now I could see the Matic network NFTs in my wallet. Did you know about that?
I know that, yeah, and check this out. The drop with Shawn Mendes and Genies, they're like the first to be based like on Flow. So
oh no shit, I didn't know that.
So that was one of the important things, and that's why I kind of like scoop some up, because it's one of those huge deals. It's like the genesis of this.
I didn't realize that was a Flow token. I was just thinking to myself, I do feel like everything being on, or things being on layer 1 Ethereum does, carry its own weight to some extent. But at the same time, I'm like, for new people coming in, if they open their OpenSea wallet and something's on Matic or Flow versus Ethereum, is anyone really going to care after a certain point when it comes to their NFTs? At some point, I'm like, I just want to be able to see the damn thing. I don't care what blockchain it's on. And so do you think OpenSea adopting some of these other blockchains or like layer 2 solution is going to, affect Ethereum's clout in the space in terms of like, the prestige it holds for certain NFTs? Or do you think that will continue to be a thing? Because I'm like, I could port a few of these NFTs from Matic over to my Ethereum wallet if I wanted to, that I just realized I had. But at the same time, I'm like, why do I need to? I can see them just fine, with
Where
them living on Matic now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I think what's happening now is just like a huge tsunami, and everybody is being rocked, and people, are being steered and pushed in different directions, and it's creating this whole mess. And eventually, after the whole mess and after everything has been broken down, there's going to be a rebuild. There's going to be, what stood. And what's really going to stand, I think it's going to be, a lot of the projects who actually took the time to make sure that their bones were strong, and I really strongly feel that Ethereum is one of those bones that's going to be surviving through it all.
Yeah. Yes, I agree with you 100% on that. I guess I'm just wondering, like, given the same CryptoKitty or whatever, able to be purchased on Flow versus Ethereum, is anyone going to care in the grand scheme of things? If they both show up on OpenSea, they, you can essentially do the same things with both of them. Does the Ethereum then like, hold more weight because it's on like the original layer 1? I guess I agree with you about the tsunami. I feel like right now, like, is like just a flood of everything. And we do sort of have to wait until the dust settles. I guess Flow is really yet to be seen how it's going to handle the load of everything, right? Like with OpenSea and everything, it's handled the Top Shot load.
Yeah,
I guess.
To an extent that yes, because I mean, look at the massive stuff that they've had to do to accommodate people and make sure that their site doesn't crash. So they're doing a pretty amazing job with that.
It's hard to know like what the deal is with them, and I pay attention, but maybe people know more than I do. But I don't know if the difficulties that they're having is blockchain based or site based or some combination of the two. It would be nice to think like their website just can't handle the volume, but behind the scenes, the Flow blockchain is handling everything, pretty seamlessly or correctly. And I don't know enough about the inner workings of anything to know if that's the case. But I do know enough to know that like, a third of the time when I log on to their site to do a thing, I can't for one reason or another. And, Ethereum, despite the transaction fees being so high, part of the reason is because of the volume that they're handling and being first to market and having to tinker around with these things. You wonder how that affects Flow or Matic once, they are really doing some serious volume, which is basically what Trizlet was saying a couple weeks ago, right? Like all these other solutions seem good until they're doing the same volume that Ethereum is doing. And then are we back to square one, or do some of them do these things better? Or, have we just rolled a bunch of blockchains into OpenSea that are essentially, all of the same problems? I don't know.
I guess we will just have to wait and see. That's just it. But I think everybody's just trying to commit to making it user friendly and affordable as well. So these are good options.
It will be fascinating to see where we are like a year or two down the line. ETH 2.0 is coming out. Like, who knows if that like makes everything awful or like fixes everything and renders a lot of these other blockchains and side chains and everything irrelevant. It's really truly the Wild West right now.
It really is. Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, speaking of which, we're giving away another Avastar, which I can't believe we're doing. I think we're running low, actually. So I don't know if we're going to re-up. I think Avastars is supposed to be live again shortly, but the OpenSea floor is rising. And I think, Timmy, did I see you right? We're like doing a double giveaway this week or something. We're now giving away some whale too tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. So Timmy hit me up and he's like, hey, Sandy, can we make a new can we give another giveaway too, in addition to the Avastar? And I'm like, dude, heck yes, like I support this. So there will be two winners, one for the Avastar and then another winner for 3 whale, which is right now about $60. So all you have to do is just follow Timmy and go to the hashtag Timmy Giveaways channel, and you'll find more information there. But follow Metalympics and retweet Metalympics. And if you're part of that retweet chain, you're basically in to win those the 60 well, not 60
Nice.
well, I'm sorry. The 3 well worth $60. I hope I don't confuse anyone.
You know what? I just thought of, Sandy. So for people who are listening, so Trizlet is actually flying down to Texas. We are having sort of an NFT 42 war room. If people were paying attention, Jim dropped some cryptic tweet because we're not at liberty to fully disclose all the information, but we are in with some awesome people who are, basically causing us to circle the wagon, some strategic partners that we are aligning ourselves with, and it's big time shit. And we got to go to Texas and circle the wagons and figure out how we're going to handle all this big time shit. So it's really good stuff. I'm actually heading down on Wednesday. Trizlet is heading down a day earlier or so now. Sandy, to her credit, has proven herself responsible enough to do everything for us while we're gone. So Sandy will be running the entire company, 3 sub-companies, and about 10 social media accounts, and let's see, 24 contractors.
No big deal.
Yeah. She's trustworthy. The first woman of the on-chain gang. We had to, give her proper respect. Anyway, so this week is a little bit unconventional. We don't necessarily have a Matt and Rizzle show lined up. We might broadcast a solo interview that Matt did on Wednesday. The whip, I'm not totally caught up on this week, although it will be happening. I just got to solidify the details, but everything is somewhat in flux because a lot of the team will be traveling and holing up, not holing up, standing at least 6 feet apart from each other in Texas and war rooming it up to determine the future of NFT 42 in very, very positive ways. So that was a very long way for me to say, let's give away some more shit on Tuesday. Because I have a bunch of Street Fighter packs, at least 3 that I was given by Wax Blockchain to give away. And so if people do these things and have a Wax wallet, we could spin the wheel a couple more times for people on Tuesday, and we'll weigh some Street Fighter cards as well.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Right? We'll just keep spinning the damn thing until we run out of shit to give away. So yeah, no, it's really, really exciting times. I can't wait to tell people more about it. Next Monday with the TokenSmart podcast is also a little bit in flux. I'll bring my mic with. Maybe we'll do like a special war room meeting with Sandy, or maybe we'll be so like inundated that we'll take a week off. But this is all good stuff. It's just an unconventional week for us for the most part. So appreciate very, very much you holding down the fort for us, Sandy. Not like we'll be gone or MIA totally or anything, but if we didn't have a strong team, we couldn't do stuff like this.
No, completely. I'm super happy to assist. So I'll definitely be here taking care of all of the stuff. And yeah, I'm the mama.
Yeah. The greatest mama.
Yeah. I was going to mention, you mentioned wax. So any word, I don't know if I'm able to say this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Love handles.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh man. Yes.
Can we mention that? Yes. Okay. Yeah. Any word when we're getting started with that, because I'm super excited to be a part of that.
Yes, he's actually. So we rolled a lot of money into this project. So for people listening who haven't been paying attention up until this point, Love Handles did a project a while ago where he basically took Ethereum donations and bought food and fed homeless people local to him. And so we're trying to, light a fire under that and do it even bigger and better and, help some people out. So he's actually created some NFTs. He did a pilot run of it's actually really awesome. We really need to get him on here. I think that's the plan. But he's done some things that I don't even fully understand, where the NFTs that he uploaded were then tied to an Amazon locker near him.
What?
Yes. So I bought this tuna fish packet that was tied to an Amazon order that was delivered directly to the Amazon locker, so that the person who needs to get the food can literally just go to the Amazon locker and pick it up. So I think he's still refining a couple of automated parts of this process or whatever. But basically what he's working towards is someone can buy an NFT, the food gets delivered to a locker, the person who needs the food gets a pin, through a text or whatever, and then can just go get it all with a pretty seamless process. So I bought a packet of this tuna just to sort of test it out. He showed me how it worked and everything, and it's awesome. And so been talking to a lot of money about it. A lot of money created 3 NFTs that we're also going to put on the Ethereum blockchain and sell them with all proceeds going towards feeding homeless people. But then Love Handles found out that a lot of money got involved and really stepped his game up. And I should show you the prototype, Sandy. He's like cutting the background out of them just to like refine them. But they're basically like knockoff Lucky Charms boxes of cereal that say TokenSmarties, and they move. Yes. It has a QR code that he's going to embed some content on it that links to something. I don't even know what. It doesn't even matter. I was like, dude,
yes,
right? And he's gonna these, I think, on the Wax blockchain. And again, all of the proceeds from those sales will go towards feeding homeless people. We'll put a lot of money ones. That will be like the second rollout on the ETH blockchain. Same deal. All proceeds going towards feeding homeless people. And I said to him, I was like, dude, first of all, I feel like the cause is good enough that you really, the NFT is like way above and beyond what was necessary, I think, to sell some NFTs for like a really good cause. They're really, really dope. And I don't know what he's pricing them for, but part of me just wants to like buy them out, like regardless, because they're dope. But anyway, so then we got to thinking like, shit, if we like sell, the a lot of money ones are awesome. I sent Sandy a sneak preview. Yeah, we got 2 out of 3 of them. And so then we were like, damn, what happens if we, one of these a lot of money things go for like 10K or something like that? Like, poor Love Handles is gonna be out delivering food for like the rest of the summer or something. So
I'll help them out.
Well, so that's where we were at. We're like, what a great problem to have. We didn't want to cap the fundraiser to where we sold through and could have done more. So I think the plan is, we'll do a run on Wax at like of the ones that he created at a reasonably affordable price point. We'll put some of a lot of money ones on the Ethereum blockchain for a higher price point. If we make like a shitload of money beyond what any of us, and I volunteered as well, Sandy, if you want to like volunteer as well, if we make a ton of money, maybe a few of us can do sort of like satellite giveaways, homeless at a homeless shelter or something like that.
Yes.
But then if, God forbid a whale comes in and dumps a ton of money on us or whatever, we will, identify an appropriate homeless shelter or food pantry or something that fits the mantra of what we're trying to do here, and just donate the rest of the funds to something like that, so that, poor Love Handles doesn't have to quit his job right now. Although, he's a good dude. And it seems like, if this idea does heads and people are down for it, he's not beyond making a full-time leap into doing something like this. And I mean, I would love to do something like that, right? I mean, how cool would it be to like have a rotating group of artists where maybe next time around Hackatow does like 3 food items or something that we can sell as NFTs, and probably eventually, I don't know, a certain percentage would have to go to like infrastructure, like, paying Love Handles or, the nonprofit we would set up enough to survive and distribute the food. But it would be really awesome to have an ongoing thing like this where, something is going to a good cause. We can continue to pull in like really cool community members who are, just, a lot of money didn't even blink, to his credit. I was like, dude, we're going to do this thing for, homeless fundraiser, feed some homeless people. He's like, yep, send me the thing, tell me what to do. And I feel like a lot of people would be like that, right? Or at least enough.
I mean, I would do something too. Like, it's just such a great cause, and it's just feel good. You're helping people out, and you're getting a freaking, awesome NFT. Like, sign me up.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Right. It's like I'm buying enough of these like NFTs, on the side just for fun anyway. Like if I can get one and support something cool, then that's like a slam dunk. So seriously though, I'll send you the one that Love Handle showed me. He didn't want me to show anyone yet because he's just cropping out the background, but he didn't even need to. It's so dope. So yeah, it's awesome. I'm really excited. So hopefully sometime this week or very shortly, this first run be on Wax, and we'll put the word out and drop some links and let everybody know, and then we'll drop the a lot of money ones not too long after that. And I don't know, see what happens. New experiments. It's always good, right?
I'm all for this, 1000% for sure. With that said, let's go ahead and give them a little, calendar of what's going on. So today, Monday, we have effects pieces with Chris, and so this would have already happened, but he's always awesome. He is awesome. Such a great dude. I love listening in. And then, of course, shout out to Easy and his listening party of the TokenSmart podcast. Hey, thank you guys for listening in. Tomorrow we have the weekly Avatar giveaway. So we're giving a bunch of stuff. Don't miss this one, guys.
Giving away the house.
Yeah, we're giving away stuff, and then followed by Dab Dragon Hangouts. Then Mighty My Wednesday, we have Casino with the Central Games, free play, super awesome. And we have a new thing going on, and it's going to be the NFT chat in Clubhouse. Like you mentioned, we're going to jump the fence and stream it for you guys. So that's going to be with Ben from Charged Particles, and Mango will be there too.
Nice.
Yeah, and then the Matthew and Rizzle show with Foxy Yoga is happening on Wednesday too. Thursday, like we mentioned, the Whip. Friday, we have a change in the calendar. So Natuno and Chill Radio will be playing a little bit earlier than they're used to. Yeah, so they're going to be playing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, right? He's like, hey, how can I get in a little bit early? I'm like, dude, done. So he's going to be playing first, and then it's going to be Eclectic Method, and I have Casino Night there again, but we don't. I'm like reading that right now. And yeah.
Awesome. Friday has become like music day.
Right. I love it. Who, What, Wearable will be playing bi-weekly. And since I mentioned them, please be a part of their challenge that they're doing for St. Patty's Day. Make sure you get on Magical Voxel. Make sure that you're doing something creative. We'll post the instructions for that, or you could find it in the Who, What, Wearable channel as well. It's in the pinned messages. And then Sunday, we're doing Sunday Cons with Magmaster. That's our week. So check out the #weekly schedule to keep up to date.
Awesome. Big shout out to Charged Particles. I'm excited to hear you guys' thing on Wednesday. We're actually in conversation with them. The band that they had play, the name is slipping me. I know their names are Matt and Matt. But they were amazing and are, I believe, going to do a drop with Dow Records in the next month or two, and want to do an event around that. We've been in conversation with Charged Particles about doing ongoing events with them, and we did the podcast with them last week as well on the Matt and Rizzle show, and they are just an awesome team to work with and are super fun and sort of get the vibe. So really excited to hear your thing with them and work with them on an ongoing basis.
Yeah, I'm super excited to hang out with them too. And they live close to me. Well, not super close, but they're in the area. So it's always awesome to see that people are just connected and we're not that far.
Awesome. Cool. Is there subject matter for that, or what's the premise of the meetup?
It's NFT. So we're just going to have like an NFT chat room. I don't know. We'll be discussing and chilling all of our stuff basically, but it's going to be in Clubhouse, and we'll try to keep it to 1 hour because these Clubhouses, I mean, people love to talk for hours, for 14 hours, for 24 hours. So
dude, I don't know how people do it, man. I like, I guess you have to like podcasts and that kind of thing. For doing as many podcasts as I do, I basically never listen to podcasts or anything like that. And I feel like that's a very similar format and everything. And I don't know, man. I'm like, if I got to talk for a half hour, I'll show up, I'll talk for a half hour, and then I'm trying to be out.
I'm kind of the same way. I'm not a big talker in real life, but hey, I'm doing it. So
yeah. Hey, you're rocking it. I hear nothing but extremely positive things about all of your appearances on Clubhouse. So way to hold it down for us.
Hey, can't wait to meet you there. So I heard you're getting an iPhone soon. So yeah.
This is true. This is true. I wish it was not, but it is true. I'll be there shortly.
Alrighty. Well, I think that's it for today. Any last thoughts, Rizzle?
No, I wish I had some sort of like great like kernel of knowledge to leave people with, but just thanks to everybody for their ongoing support, and looking forward to meeting up with everybody at the weekly giveaway tomorrow.
Sweet. I'll see you guys over there too. Same thing. Thank you, everyone, and welcome if you're new. Like, you've arrived to the dopest place. You're awesome.
Yeah. Now is the time to not be deterred if you're new. Like, on that note, I actually meant to say that earlier. I was like, I bet a lot of people who are new are coming in who are like, what a mess. Like, there's like 10,000 platforms. There's like 10,000 blockchains. There's like 6 zillion like options to choose from to do anything. But this is the time to like get in on some of those before they get streamlined and, you know, big moneyed up, and, you know, the dust is settled and everything. You want to get in when it's wild, and it sure is now. So yeah, have fun exploring. I don't even know where to start, and I've been here for a while.
No, and for those of you who are just, who stumbled upon the TokenSmart podcast, if you don't know what we're talking about, you need to be a part of our Discord. And to join that, just go to discord.gg/NFT and you're in.
Big shout out to GB. He's been kicking some ideas my way of starting out like a beginner's channel in our Discord about just, you know, linking to some onboarding videos about like basic stuff. What is an NFT? How to use Discord? You know, how to navigate the tip CC bot? You know, stuff that a lot of people who have been around for a while with us take for granted, but a lot of new people who are probably very overwhelmed by. I can only imagine being brand new and then like hopping into our Discord during like eclectic methods set where like, you know, it's just moving 10,000 miles an hour. The tips are flying. The GIFs are like, you know, crashing Discord once every 10 minutes.
It's so awesome to hear like everybody who's new, they're like, whoa, I've never seen so many people in a voice channel. What the F?
It is cool.
And then just like the chat room is just on fire.
Yeah.
So I can't be more proud of our community. You guys are awesome.
Agreed.
Keep gifting.
Yep. Awesome.
All right, guys. That's it. Meow.
Thank you, Sandy. Meow.
Thank you, Rizzle.
Well, there you go. Another fire podcast. Yeah, that was incredible. A lot of stuff covered. I mean, there's just so much going on these days that it's incredible. There's, you know, like big, like, you know, Riz had mentioned, I think there's like big drops that you just like don't find out about until, you know, a day or two later. You know, just a few months ago, that would basically never happen. I mean, unless you were offline for a few days or something, which, you know, sometimes does happen. But yeah, epic episode. Super stoked on that. Was a lot of links. I was kind of trying to get them all. I think I might have missed a few. Anybody want to jump on and mention anything? I think that's a really great idea that, well, just right at the end there, that GB had brought up to Riz about the beginner room. And I'll, you know, tie into the Clubhouse on this too, because there's so many people that over in Clubhouse that are literally, you know, it's their first day or their second day hearing about NFTs, and they are really hungry for the information, but they come on kind of thinking like they can just ask, you know, in a Clubhouse room, and in 2 minutes someone could tell them like how you do NFTs and how you get a wallet. So it really is like they start to figure out they need resources right away. And so, you know, I always recommend, you know, TokenSmart and Whale and communities like this, where I know that there's people that'll be here when they come over and kind of help guide them. But if we had like beginner's room that has, tutorial on setting up your MetaMask, overall on what, NFTs are. These things would be super helpful. So I think that's a great idea. And this is the time when, if anybody, was inspired by something in the podcast or has an idea they want to offer up, or anything at all, really, this would be the time to just hop on and share. I will give some news. We are going to be launching up another meme contest. So I'm going to be talking about it more after we're having Mai come on and drop us a fire set here in just a few minutes. But I did want to share that we are starting up a new meme contest. The rewards are half an ETH, so that's 0.5 ETH, and that's going to be split between the top just 3 winners. So pretty sweet loot cakes. Definitely worth making some memes. And the theme is going to be basically like hip hop and rap on the blockchain, or hip hop and rap NFTs. So I think there'll be a lot of fun that'll be had with that. And the sponsor is Cypher, which is a project that I'm actually working with, and it's bringing more hip hop to the blockchain, kind of like you could think of it maybe like, I think I mentioned this before a week ago or something, spilling some beans, like a TikTok for hip hop on the blockchain. And it's a crazy beat making machine with samples and AI and tonal engines that help you basically just craft these beats really easily, basically touches of a button until you have something you like. And then you have another button that lets you record over it. So, you spit your flow. If you like it, you can then mint it into an NFT and sell that and get some eyes on your stuff. And we're going to be, there'll be gamification and rewards and contests and all that. So it's going to be really cool. And we will definitely talk about that later at the after party. And I am going to see if we have Mai in the house. And I mean, if anybody wants to jump on anything at all, you can hop on. I'm gonna.
Easy. How's it going? This is Grev.
Hey, Grev. Nice to have you jump on the mic. How you doing?
Just mentioned in chat too, but Avagachi launches tomorrow, so anybody who's got Ghost, go get ready for that.
Oh, geez, got me a little shaky there.
I know.
My heart's beating. I have to. I mean, it was crazy because I should have been home like last night, and I would have been more prepped for today, and I would have been getting ready for Avagachi launch. But having just got in the door at the time when we started this episode, I've still got to do a few things. You have the time on that launch by any chance? It's probably like super early in the morning because
they said 24 hours from. Well, I'm in Central Time, but they said about 24 hours from 10 a.m. for me. So that would be what 8 a.m. for you?
Yeah, I think.
10 a.m. Eastern. They just said.
Okay, so 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific. So bright and early, bushy-eyed, mainline to coffee. I don't know, maybe I'll just have to stay up all night for it. No, I won't do that. I'm going to sleep. But I will definitely be having my alarms set well before it launches. I'll be pulling out any, GHST out of staking that I need to get those portals. We had a little conversation about this, me and Grev, and I think maybe a few people were hanging out, but we anticipate a very fast sellout. There's never a way to like fully know, but a project like Avagachi with hype around DeFi and NFTs, with it being, launching on Matic, all these things just, to me, look like the conglomeration of a 1 minute sellout. And I think there's no cap. Maybe it was 5. Do you remember, Greg?
Yep, there's a cap of 50, but they've actually done a little bit more. I'm relatively pleased with the changes that they made. It looks like if you buy in bulk, they're actually going to increase the Ghost price. So 1 to 4 is 100, like they originally said, and then somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I don't have it in front of me, but I think 5 to 10 goes to 200 Ghost each. So they actually are increasing in price exponentially up to the total 50. I shouldn't say exponentially, but at least to a certain extent. And that will hopefully discourage some of the whales from just scooping many, many, many transactions. Because that was the thing. They were limited to up to 50 portals in a single transaction, but no limit on transactions.
Right. Yeah. So I actually, that's great news that they're going to put in a few extra, kind of levels to help the little guys be able to maybe get in there. You know, you're still going to have to be fast, I think. But that's great to hear that they're doing some, you know, either, you know, harder capping or price increasements. Those are things that will, you know, hopefully kind of slow the portals from flying out of, what does it come off a shelf? Another portal out of a portal, out of the ether, I guess. Oh, thanks, Sandy. Yeah, some good stuff here getting posted in the chat. So I'm going to get, you know, just a couple because that's what I'll be able to afford. But
I will be happy
excited.
with one.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I will be happy with one. I think, you know, I guess if you can just like, you know, if you can click up to like 50 or whatever, I'll probably try and, you know, maybe just get a couple, 2 or something, and then I'll have one to use and maybe one to hold on to, or, you know, it's always cool to have something like that for the future, whether it's gifted to a friend or given to some crazy giveaway or sold for like 1,000 times, you know, 1,000x profit. Or so definitely going to be worth picking that up. And yeah, I highly recommend everybody in joining their Discord and stuff too. Let me just grab a link for that real quick while we're on the subject, in case anybody needs that. I think it's.
And Sandy just posted it's actually a maximum of 25 per transaction, not 50. So they've decreased that as well.
Even better. Even better. Yeah, I love it when projects, you know, like are paying attention to what's happening in other projects in the space and seeing those quick sellouts and whatnot, and then working with the community and the feedback from them, because I'm sure that, you know, as the majority of the community doesn't want to see, you know, a handful of whales get the majority of these portals either. They want them to be, you know, we want them to be distributed through people that are largely going to use them in game and participate, not just like buy up a bunch and sit on them to sell later, which, you know, it's fine to do that some. I don't, you know, don't have a problem with people making profits. But, you know, sometimes I get a little butthurt when I see someone buying up like 50 NFT boxes or 1 million punks. And like, I'm like, wait, I tried to get one of those, but they sold out in a minute. Oh, let me get back to Mai because he's about to come on and play.
Hi there, Izzy. This is Chatanga. Can you hear me?
Yeah. How you doing?
Fine. I just wanted to make a quick comment on how I have been sort of working towards bringing the community in the spirit of also serving a little bit as an ambassador for TokenSmart as well, and how hard it's been, at least my experience, and how much help I need also if there's anybody here listening who wants to give me a hand. For example, I seen that in the chat. I met her, and I remember having to have a voice call in Spanish explaining what whale was, what TokenSmart is, and how to open a MetaMask wallet, everything, like, you know, how to do stuff in Spanish. And now I see that she has a WIP5 role, which seems that she sorted it out, which is cool. And today I also had to talk privately with 3 of my friends. One of her names is Tati. We got Aria and Angela, and they struggle a little bit with their connection and understanding and whatnot. And I also had to tell them, listen, this is what Well is. This is what TokenSmart is. This is like you got to open a MetaMask wallet, collect your POAPs, and I have had to do these like. In a private message explaining one by one, and it's really hard to do that, right?
Oh yeah.
So right now they're sitting in their computers or phones trying to, you know, grasp as much as they can, and my point is that I just want to, you know, shout out to the community, because I know you guys are doing an awesome job educating us, and in my 2 cents is that I try to do the same for my people. And also, I wanted to shout out to Sandy for contacting me. I see, if you guys notice, we were promoted, Robinator, Con Wolf, and myself, to moderators. I wanted to say a big shout out to you guys who have always done a great job all around. I know Con Wolf from many servers, Robinator as well. And well, I mean, I'm very happy to be part of this community that has taught me a lot, and also give you just like a very message of gratitude towards you guys. And also, if you have a helping hand, if you understand English and Spanish, and you understand me right now, just send me a DM. I would have a job for you. It's not gonna be. I'm not gonna be able to pay you a lot, but you're gonna be able to earn some coin if you help me out. So just hit on my DMs. There's a lot of things going behind the curtains, and I've also been very busy with coding and whatnot. But these places are the best places to really be able to onboard people. So that was my message, and thank you again for allowing us to get on the mic and just share a little bit.
Oh man, thank you for everything you do, and you know, it's great having you and Grev, and I think I missed somebody coming up to the mod status. And we do see and really appreciate the people that are active and reaching out to bring other people in, and reaching out to help educate them. And I know what you're going through, because ever since I got on Clubhouse and have been a speaker in some rooms with a bunch of people following, and I always do say, my Twitter DMs are open, and it's absolutely true, and I try and help everybody. But sometimes there'll be an influx of 5-10 people all wanting basically the kind of rundown. So I think it's really important not only to have more people that we can share that responsibility with, but to have something like the beginners channel, so that we can kind of give a friendly welcome and a little bit of education, and say, okay, now you have the ideas here. You can go to this specific channel in TokenSmart and watch that video for your MetaMask, and this video that'll talk about some of the different platforms making NFTs, from rarable to super rare, to kind of find people where they might want to head towards if they're applying. And so all those things I think are going to be super valuable, and I think this community just absolutely rocks it. And with that said, I think that we have my pretty much ready to roll. So I'm going to have to change back a setting again. Let me see if I can do this without messing everything up. And I'm going to do this setting here. And I am going to get it set up so that I'll be able to stream in my Twitch stream. So just give me a sec here, and I'm going to go to my settings. If I can, I think I have to connect. Oh no, I can't do setting. Okay, give me a sec. Bear with me here for 1 minute, and I think now I'll be able to hear it as well. So once we start the stream, I'm gonna make sure that you guys can all hear it and everything, and then I'm going to try and work it out so I'll be hearing it too. And I think it's going to work because we did a little test earlier, and I think I have the settings back to the right place. So thank you so much, Sandy. You're freaking amazing. So yeah, I am going to head over to the Twitch stream here on my computer and get that queued up here. Okay, I think I have that rolling. If you're about ready to go live, I will switch over to your stream for audio. So I'm going to do that now, and hopefully it starts coming across. Okay, so I'm going to hop off the mic, and we can rock it with my.
Oh shit. I think we're in it. Right on. Well, what up, everybody? Welcome to the after show. If you guys were expecting a DJ set, I mean, it might not be as energetic as a DJ set, but we're gonna be doing a couple different things. Can you guys see the